This is good
Hi, I'm
stuff.
John Kirby, National Security Council
up?
Coordinator for Strategic Communications. And today we wake up to good news. Thanks to President Biden's personal leadership and involvement, a deal now has been struck between Israel and Hamas to release more than 50 hostages that Hamas has been holding, all women and children. And in the next day or so, we'll start to see them be reunited with their families. This deal will also allow for a pause in the fighting for something like 4 days, maybe longer. We'll see. And also a much-needed surge of humanitarian assistance, food, water, medicine, and fuel to the people of Gaza who so desperately need it.
I wonder why they
now,
need
there's
it
a
so
lot
badly.
more work to be done.
Kidding me.
Even as we're
gotta
glad
be
to see
kidding me.
these hostages get reunited with their families, we're going to keep supporting Israel to make sure they've got the tools and capabilities they need to go after Hamas. We're going to continue to work on increasing and accelerating the humanitarian assistance that's going into Gaza. And of course, we're not going to rest until we can get all the hostages back with their families where they belong. So a lot more work to do, but it's a good day today.
But I'm flexing right now.
Wow.
By the way, he's jacked. Did you notice that?
No.
What? Just pause it on the screen there, Joe.
Is he honestly?
He looks like it.
He looks like it.
Look at that. It's like this.
That's
Well, he's
so
wearing a
fitted.
suit. How do you tell?
He's got broad shoulders, man. He got a that chest is
Yeah, okay.
puffed out.
Yeah,
Look at
maybe.
me. I work out when I'm not lying.
When is that? I mean, is there any time for workouts? If he works out only when he's not lying, I think he must work out while lying.
Oh, okay.
Because,
so below the podium, he's got like one of the little hand things, and so he's out there talking to the press, and it looks. So he's got the little flexi thing.
Yeah, okay. Pathetic. I mean, you're going to take a victory lap on Qatar's work? Really? All right. I mean, they're the ones who led the way on this. They're the ones who got the credit for it. And at the very bottom of the story, when they had made this announcement, was
the U.S. and Egypt were also involved in the talks.
Were they? Were they? Oh, okay. Wow, Will. We really led the way then, apparently. Jeez.
I swear.
Pathetic. I mean, this guy is incapable of doing anything on the world stage that is worthy of being applauded. He's incapable. He can't.
No, you're right. You're right. And but did you see the press? Can we put up the headline? I think it was Reuters did this. They okay. So Hamas releases 13 more Israeli soldiers and 4 foreign nationals to the Red Cross in a second exchange. Israeli soldiers? Let's take a look at the Israeli army there. The soldiers that were negotiated and released.
Oh, that is pathetic,
right.
man.
Look at that army of Israeli soldiers that were released. If you're listening, it's women and children exclusively.
And literally, children. It's not like the teens who've been convicted of crimes in Israel that Israel is releasing back to Hamas. It's not. I mean, look at that.
Look at the ages. There's
soldiers. My gosh, 9 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there is mandatory military service, but when you're 9, you haven't reached that quite yet.
It's so pathetic. I mean, and then I saw an interview with I think it was BBC, a reporter. I'm pretty sure it was a British reporter who was being interviewed, and another reporter was calling him out, saying, "Okay, so you said when that hospital got hit that that the hospital was flattened and all this stuff." And that clearly wasn't a hospital. It wasn't that at all. And he's like, yeah, I got it wrong. I don't regret it. Whatever. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They are propagandists for Hamas.
Neither was the hospital flattened. Are you talking about the one where the parking lot got hit?
Yeah, that's the guy
But there were 800 people in the parking lot, though.
Look, man,
Keith,
it's bad timing.
It's really bad timing. They were having some kind of party in the parking lot at the hospital, and 800 people got wiped out.
What are you going to do, Pat? What are you going to do?
I don't know. There's not much you can do.
But
really.
it was good
when you're having parking lot parties like that with 800 people involved.
Well, I mean,
it's incredible.
Why do you spell it out like that? Because we know it's actually, they're called PLPs, parking lot parties.
Right.
So you don't have to explain that. But I was glad to see, some of the families reunited.
That was nice.
Yeah, look at that. There's a young boy.
There's one of the soldiers.
Oh, gosh. There's a soldier. That's a private, right? Yeah. Here comes a lieutenant right here. There we go. 66-year-old grandma.
Here comes a general. There she is. There's the general.
General.
You see, with all her experience,
yeah,
what a military leader she is.
I think that might be one of these women in her 80s lived through the Holocaust, and like the post I saw, lived through the Holocaust, has lived through constant shelling from Gaza, and now has survived being a captive to these Islamic radicals. Anyway.
Wow.
So she's like a national hero now. But you hear of some of the conditions there. You get a chair for a bed or a couple of chairs. Can you imagine? You have to sleep in a chair. You get rice and water. You have to wait to go to the bathroom. They'll take you. And like these two women that came out lost 15 pounds each in the past few weeks. It's just...
Jeez.
And you live in a cave. You're underground.
Right, but that's the...
They had them underground.
Yeah, they were underground.
That's the side that gets the rallies in the streets and city after city around the world.
Right.
Treating people like
this. It's incredible.